Well, I'm now joined by His Excellency Mr. Farid Mamundzay. We will have conversation with him and try and understand more deep-rooted relations of India and Afghanistan. Sir, thank you so much for speaking with us. Today is a very special day while we are on earth of land of India right now. It's also Holi celebration, Holi that is going, and it's upcoming International Women's Day. How do you look at your viewpoint when you are over here in India and the relation between India and Afghanistan?
The relation between India and Afghanistan has always been strong. We have strong civilizational, cultural and historic ties. The people-to-people connect cannot be stronger than this. This relationship has been there for more than 4 millennia. My job as the ambassador of Afghanistan is to promote and strengthen those ties. We have excellent trading relations, we have excellent people-to-people contact, and there are thousands of students from Afghanistan studying in almost 80 universities across India. And we look forward to make these relations even more stronger and maintain it the way it is.
Sir, as we speak, on the eve of International Women's Day, if we have to talk about the current situation of women over there in Afghanistan, how do you point it out? Because worldwide, the view seems to be scary and fiery for women there.
You put it in a very right context. Women in Afghanistan are going through a difficult time. They've been banned from employment and education. They've been deprived of their basic human and women rights, which should have not been the case. The gains of the past 20 years, the socio-economic, political gains of women have been reversed. We hope that some common sense will prevail and the de facto Taliban authority would decide, considering the will of the Afghan woman. And the will of the Afghan woman is to let them educate, let them take employment opportunities and progress and prosperous, as we have seen women elsewhere in the world. We have an excellent example here in India where we see a female president, many female leaders. We see stronger cabinet ministers, stronger chief ministers in India. In Nepal and Bangladesh, we have very strong female leaders. This region is not new to women leadership, and that's exactly the demand of the Afghan woman is from the Taliban, to allow them their social, political and economic place. As of now, as I speak, they are going through a rather difficult time, and I hope that would change in the coming time or in the coming near future.
Sir, while you are speaking about the progress in socio-economic development, socio-economic political development out there, the key to everything or the base to everything is education. We see the very thing, education, that is hope for every individual on earth. We see over there it has been lagged there in Afghanistan. Women were stopped for the universities to go ahead and pursue. Somehow there was so much of violence later on. Even after the protest, there is no heed that is being paid to the demands of the women.
That's right. Like I said, they've been deprived of their basic human rights, their basic women's rights. There has been condemnation from many Afghan leaders, from many leaders in this region and beyond this region. The international community have voiced their concern on the status of women. Many women leaders in Afghanistan have been highlighting these issues, who are campaigning to change the status quo. You rightly put out that the key to prosperity is the foundation of a good education system, good education. And they have been denied their education opportunities. Women are not allowed to attend universities or attend classes beyond the grade of 6th. So we need to change that mindset. Yeah, I'll just give you an example of women in higher education in Afghanistan. In 2001, we had less than 5,000 women in higher education. In 2021, there were more than 100,000. We currently have 3 million girls not attending schools. That's a big number for a country of 38 million people. That's 10% of our population have been denied their rights to attend schools. So this day was important. The celebration of this day was important to voice our concerns, raise our voice for those voiceless people in Afghanistan, and tell the Taliban authorities that their basic human rights should not be denied, and they should be given with the equal opportunities that they deserve.
Sir, one more thing. I'm sorry, I'm again taking this particular women issue because it's somewhere related from this women or from this land to the women from that land. How do you, sir, look at the current call that has been called by where all the divorcee women are being asked to go back to their abusive husbands?
Issues related to social and family matters should be left to those respective individuals, and they are the one who should decide for themselves. Forcing individual to keep relation or stay in a relationship which is not working or which may not work is something that is against our religious belief, that is against our social beliefs. So it is for those individuals to decide for themselves, and not for the authorities to force a certain individual to do things against her or his will.
Sir, how do you look at the different countries with respect to Afghanistan and currently whatever is going through, whatever is happening in Afghanistan? I'm talking about two important countries. One is Pakistan, and other one is US America. How do you look at their take and since past 2 years, the way their approach has been?
Well, we first with the US, US has been very supportive of Afghanistan in every sphere, socially, economically, politically. US has been providing us great support, and for which, as a nation, we are thankful. The sudden withdrawal of their troops was something that not every Afghan expected, and we could have done this in a more reasonable, in a better manner. The withdrawal of the US forces led to a catastrophe. This could have been the current human catastrophe, the current humanitarian crisis in Afghanistan could have been avoided if US had been more considerate in the withdrawal of its forces. With Pakistan, Pakistan remains our largest neighbor. Our relationship has not been as cordial as we would want it to be. Pakistan's support for extremist element in Afghanistan has been causing a great deal of unrest. We hope that Pakistan would review its approach, its relationship with all its neighbors, particularly Afghanistan, and stop to pursue agendas which hurt both countries. We have seen this in the instance of supporting extremist element in Afghanistan. We are seeing the repercussion for Pakistan today. There's unrest as a result of those groups, from those groups in Pakistan today. So we Afghans want cordial, neighborly and good relations with all its neighbors, be it Pakistan, Iran, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan, China, or Uzbekistan. We hope that they would review and change their policy in Afghanistan.
Very last thing, sir. Last question. What are the hopes with respect to India?
India has been a great and historic friend. India has stood by the Afghan people in difficult times. Our hopes and expectation from India is to keep supporting a political dialogue in Afghanistan for a longer and durable, peaceful settlement in Afghanistan. And secondly, to continue supporting the humanitarian work that India has already initiated and provide the education support that the Afghan youth, both boys and girls, have been receiving over the years, for which we remain grateful. India has educated over 60,000 Afghan boys and girls over the past 20 years, and I hope that great work would continue for the foreseeable future.